Astartes Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 arrives on September 9th, but before that fateful day, we've got some big news from the team over at Saber Interactive. My name is Kodiak, this is Legacy Gaming, and today we're looking ahead to the first full year post-launch in the team's Year 1 battle plan for Space Marine 2. As you guys know, we have been covering Space Marine 2 as part of a special preview opportunity. The good news is we are now hands-on with the full game, and we'll have an incredible lineup of videos for you on day one, but for now, you'll just have to wait. But that doesn't mean there aren't things to talk about, and today, Saber Interactive shared the Year 1 battle plans for the game. As many of you know, Space Marine 2 will be a semi-live service game. Post-launch, players will experience seasons, and with each season, new content will be available. The developers have been clear that anything remotely content-related will be featured as part of free updates to the game, with cosmetics being the focus of paid content. That's great to hear, and quite frankly, Saber has a great track record of delivering on their promise to fans. In fact, World War Z, another game developed by the team, is still receiving content updates as of this July. That's 5 years after the game's original release date back in 2019. All of this is to say, I think we're in great shape for Space Marine 2, and like I said in our preview impressions video, we've been wowed by the gameplay thus far, and think there's real potential here. However, the question remains, what happens post-launch? This year, and Helldivers 2 in particular, have proven that you can capture lightning in a bottle, but if you don't do anything with that success and that hype, you end up letting go of an incredible opportunity, and I think the team behind Space Marine 2 recognizes that. Launch more or less culminates with Season 1, and while it's not content heavy, that makes sense given that the game will have just released. Shortly after launch, players will be seeing ultra-wide support, private PvE lobbies, and a sparring arena on the Battle Barge, all as free updates. I can already hear our editor Thick in the back of my head, who always has something to say when a game doesn't support ultra-wide, and while it's nice, it's really the private PvE lobbies and sparring arena I care most about. If the sparring arena allows for both one-on-one PvP battles, as well as an almost firing range type of experience where players can test out their guns and builds in a controlled environment, that's really going to help those Astartes that like to min-max and create a refined loadout. As part of the paid season pass, players will have access to the Ultramarine Cosmetic Pack. This is an assortment of 6 new armor customizations. Considered one of the stronger and most honorable chapters within the Space Marine ranks, it makes sense that the team is coming out of the gate with these, and some of the sets, like the purple option, really caught me off guard in a good way. If we move into Season 2, this will arrive sometime in October 2024, about a month after the release of the game. As far as free content goes, players can expect a new Operation map. Operations are replayable PvE maps that run parallel to the main story. During our preview period, we grinded out every single class to level 25, the max, on just 2 maps, so we know a thing or two about these operations, and to have a new one drop so close to launch is a great sign. The game will also receive a new lethal difficulty. As a team that's played almost exclusively on Ruthless, the current max difficulty, this is also fantastic and should bode well for those teams that like to push the pace of progression and enjoy an extra challenge. At the moment, your XP gained at the end of a mission is based on your difficulty, and while you most likely won't be grinding out that new lethal difficulty right off the bat, the best players will reach this sooner rather than later. As part of the free Season 2 content, players will also see a new enemy, which wasn't detailed or described on the Year 1 battle plan, as well as a new sidearm, the Neo-Volkite pistol. I can't tell you how excited the team is for another sidearm so soon after launch. Some classes in the game currently only have one option for sidearms, the standard bolt pistol, so I'll be really interested to see how the Neo-Volkite pistol compares and what unique elements it brings to the table. As part of the paid season pass, Season 2 will feature new cosmetics for the Dark Angels, one of the most famous and enigmatic Space Marine chapters in Warhammer 40k, known for their 2 specialized companies, the Deathwing and the Ravenwing. As part of this paid bundle, players will receive a Champion Pack, a Cosmetic Pack, and a Weapon Skin Pack. For those that don't know, Champion Packs are essentially curated armor sets that are lore accurate. Think of these like predetermined skins and colors, but you'll also receive pieces as part of the Cosmetic Pack, which will allow you to mix and match them as part of the game's deep customization system. As we move into 2025, things get a bit more ambiguous as the team doesn't really elaborate on timing, and at this point, we're not going to speculate. It's clear the team has ambition to expand the game, but as any reasonable person would expect, they're going to tweak those plans based on the success of Space Marine 2 at launch. Either way, here's what the team is planning as part of the free Season 3 update, including a new operation map as well as PvE prestige ranks. If this functions similar to traditional Call of Duty Prestige, man, that is going to be a game changer. And if the team ties some real rewards to those ranks, it's going to extend the life of the game exponentially. Tragic, who you all know has been helping us on the channel, is the poster child for always wanting that carrot to chase, and he's not alone. Incentivizing the constant level grind makes PvE that much more enticing to a huge chunk of players. Season 3 will also feature a new PvP game mode. At launch, players will be able to partake in Seize Ground, which is domination, capture and control, as well as annihilation. Adding to that lineup, especially something a bit more unique, would be great for the community that will eventually coalesce around Space Marine 2 PvP. As part of Season 3, there will also be new PvP arenas. Note that this is plural on the chart, which is exciting if you're into PvP. Season 3 will also feature a new enemy as well as a Battle Barge expansion. It's hard to say what that means at this point, but an expanded Battle Barge, your hub, will most likely come with expanded functionality or new systems, so I'll be interested to see what comes to light there. Note that Season 3 won't feature any new weapons, and that's a bit of a concern. The game is ripe for the introduction of new and unique weaponry, and to not see a new option until Season 4 does seem like a bit of a miss from where I sit at this point, but we'll see. As for the Season 3 paid Season Pass, it looks like one chapter will receive the full treatment of a Champion Pack, Cosmetic Pack, and Weapon Skin Pack. My guess is that two factions, the Blood Angels and the Space Wolves, will be the focus of the Season 3 cosmetics, if for no other reason than they are two of the more popular chapters across the Warhammer 40k universe. Which one receives the star treatment, I can't say, but let us know what you think in the comments. 2025 will also feature the 4th season, which will include a Horde mode. This is something fans of the first game will be happy to hear, as it was part of what attracted players to the original game, helping create that cult fandom around the experience. With Saber really nailing the Horde dynamics of the Tyranids, I'm excited to see how they present Horde mode to players and what rewards players will get by taking part in that game mode. Season 4 will also feature a new enemy as well as a new weapon. Again, not loving the lack of new weapons throughout 2024 and 2025, so we'll see. As far as the paid Season Pass is concerned, it is a carbon copy of Season 3, with one chapter receiving a Champion Pack, a Cosmetic Pack, and a Weapon Skin Pack, and a second chapter just receiving a Champion Pack. We are so close to the release of Space Marine 2, and I think the team recognizes the gravity of the opportunity, because today the publisher Focus Entertainment launched a new community hub, Focus Together, where players can come and chat with the devs, pitch new ideas, and share feedback about Space Marine 2 once the game goes live. It is a solid concept, one that's probably easier to manage than an unhinged Discord, but it all comes down to utilization. Either way, the team is clearly ready for the onslaught of new players, and if traction on ours and other videos is any indication, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of players across the world are ready to take the fight to the Tyranid. Friends, we will have some incredible Space Marine 2 content for you at and after launch, so if you like the videos we already released on the channel, and you want more Space Marine 2 in your feed, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing. My name is Kodiak, and from everyone here at Legacy Gaming, thanks for watching, and play on.